10 billionaires who started from zero. Imagine working too hard in a company and earning $3,700 per month. While on the other hand, there are people like Oprah Winfrey who do nothing and are making more than $7,000 in a minute. The truth is, no one can get rich by working 9 to 5. You can work your fingers to the bone, yet you would not come close to Oprah Winfrey. Yes, you heard us right. Instead of working hard, try working smart in the first place. But wait for a second. Instead of jumping to conclusions, allow us to remind you that she was not born a billionaire. She worked hard for it, and there was smart work as well. However, she's not the only person who started up from the bottom and ended up as a billionaire. There are many people like her who started from nothing, and now they're all living a luxurious life. We've organized a list of top 10 billionaires who started from the bottom. So, without wasting your time any further, let's get into it. Number 1. Oprah Winfrey. Everyone can become a billionaire if their family background is already wealthy enough to support them in their businesses. However, you ever hear a name like Donald Trump and suddenly you're grasped by the thoughts that he is a billionaire because of his family background. But let us remind you that it's not the case in the life of every wealthy person. For instance, Oprah Winfrey. Her life is full of struggles and hard work. She wasn't born a billionaire, yet she worked for it. It all started when she became a single teenage mother who used to live with her other siblings. She mentioned that back in her day, no running water or electricity was very common growing up. She took part in beauty pageants and later worked at a radio station to fulfill her basic needs. And now, she's one of the most influential people in the world. Number 2. Howard Schultz. You all must be well aware of a giant coffee retailer known as Starbucks. But little do you know that the owner and the CEO of Starbucks, Howard Schultz, was not a billionaire. He spent his whole childhood living in government-subsidized housing. His life was miserable because he belonged to a lower-class family. Plus, his father was a broken man who worked in many dead-end jobs that didn't offer him money and respect. All these hardships Howard faced in childhood crafted him into a man that he is today. Once he stated that he never thought that he'd be a part of a company, let alone build a company. Number 3. Ralph Lauren. If you're a big fan of polo shirts, then you'd be surprised to know that the owner and CEO of Ralph Lauren fashion brand is a billionaire. But let us tell you about a little fact about Ralph Lauren. There was a time when he couldn't even afford clothes for himself, and now he's a billionaire who's the CEO of a clothing brand. People from all around the world are admirers of his polo shirts. As a kid, he always wanted to try new clothes, but didn't have enough money to purchase them. According to him, while talking to the media, he said he always wanted to achieve something in his life, and he had the energy to do that. That energy motivated him enough to turn his dream into a reality. But now, he owns a fashion brand that has a net worth of $8 billion, and he's considered one of the richest fashion icons. Number 4. Larry Ellison. Imagine you're from the lower middle class in your childhood, but after many years you end up in the list of the top 10 billionaires. Sounds weird, right? But it's true in the case of Larry Ellison, since he was raised by his great-uncle and great-aunt. However, his uncle was rich in the beginning, but due to depression, they lost everything in real estate. Larry always wanted to achieve something in his life, and he worked hard for it. And now, he's a billionaire and is the founder and ex-CEO of Oracle. He always believed that if you want to achieve something, then work hard, be passionate, be clever, and you'll reach the pillars of success. Number 5. Kenneth Langone. He's one of the self-made millionaires in the world. He was brought up by his mother, who used to work as a cafeteria worker. He worked hard to become a part of the 1% population of the world. He always believed in the ideology of hard work. That's why he's one of the successful businessmen of the world. He stated that one should always be ready to take risks, because if you aren't willing to take risks, you would achieve nothing in your life. Today, he has a net worth of $3 billion, and he's proud of that fact. Number 6. Sheldon Adelson. Sheldon is the chairman and CEO of Las Vegas Sands, which is the biggest casino company in the world. However, just like other self-made billionaires who started from nothing, his story is also similar. He used to own a one-room apartment and lived there with his parents and his 3 siblings. His parents were so poor that they died. They only left him $100 in the bank. I mean, he had nothing to begin with. But now he's one of the wealthiest people in the world, and he's also donated $50 million to Jewish schools in Las Vegas. Number 7. Alan Gary. Although Alan's net worth is $1.4 billion today, there was a time when his father had to work hard to make ends meet since he was just a food distributor. However, Jerry later dropped out of school to serve in the Navy during World War II. But in 1956, he invested $1,500 in a cable company, and many decades later, his business evolved into 64 cable stations. Later in 1996, he sold his company to Time Warner and gained $900 million in personal profit. Number 8. 𝗔𝗕𝗓𝗓. This gentleman grew up poor in the Echo Park neighborhood of Los Angeles. His mother told him when he was a little kid that you have 25 cents in your pocket, you have food in the refrigerator, and we are happy as a family, so we are rich. 𝗔𝗕𝗓𝗓 was 2 times homeless before joining forces and later creating a billion-dollar haircut brand. Now his net worth is $3.3 billion and he's living a luxurious life. Number 9. Harold Hamm. Harold was brought up by Oklahoma sharecroppers and he was forced to work picking cotton barefoot. But now he's the founder and CEO of an oil company that has a net worth of $10.1 billion. And the irony is that at the age of 16, he had to work at a gas station to support his family. During his childhood, he faced many challenges, but it didn't stop him from becoming who he is today. He drew his inspiration from fellow kids. Number 10. J.K. Rowling. 20 years ago, she offered her food to her daughter because the food was way too little to fill the stomach of 2 people. There were nights when she had no money to buy food, let alone other necessities of life. Today, she has a net worth of $1 billion, and the fun fact is that she's the creator of the famous Harry Potter fantasy series. That's all for today's video. Comment below and let us know, what are your thoughts on these self-made billionaires? If you like this video, then subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching the video.